Hi, my name is Gio. I'm one of the senior business consultants here at OrderWise. Today, we're going to talk about our Android handheld terminals. These are a combination of our OrderWise warehouse management software, as well as Zebra's latest hardware and technology. Our devices have the ability to remove paper-heavy processes in your warehouse. They have the ability to streamline your operation, and they can also help give the confidence that a business needs to grow and adapt to an ever-changing world. Through the use of barcodes, we can increase accuracy within inside the warehouse environment. Often we have businesses coming to us telling us about problems they have with mispicks, where a picking sheet is telling a picker to go and get a red one, but instead they picked a blue one. Going to get a size 10 and suddenly the customer ending up with a size 8. These are all common problems faced in warehouses that do not have barcode technology. With the use of our scanners, we will simply not be able to proceed with a pick until the correct item had been correctly identified. The barcode scanner will ensure this is the case. Using the devices, we also have the ability to reduce staffing levels within the warehouse. Often we see businesses coming to us where staffing levels seem a lot higher than they need to be. We see businesses picking one order at a time, sometimes just a single line order, right from the back of the warehouse, bringing it all the way to the front for it to then be picked and packed and the process repeated. This is a very inefficient use of staff time. It requires far higher staffing levels than actually is needed. With the devices, we're able to do multi-order tote picking. This can allow us for 20, 30, 50, 100 plus orders assigned to a device at the same time to one picker who can go around the warehouse once, picking all those orders all in one go. Suddenly, this can increase capacity in your warehouse and give you guys that confidence to grow your business, knowing you've got the systems in place to manage that. Downtime is a problem in every warehouse. We see it day in, day out, whereby staff can scuttle off into the back corner, often for minutes, hours at a time, left unchecked by what they're actually doing. Particularly in environments where computers are in static positions, staff may need to go to a bin, interact with the stock, and then go back to the computer to then update the system. The time spent traveling between the stock and the computer is ultimately lost time that could be spent doing something more profitable. With our devices and their ability to work offline, we can interact with the stock at the bin face so that we are reducing the time spent walking aimlessly between that and the computer. And as mentioned, with the combination of these elements, we're able to give businesses not only reduce running costs through the time saving that we've mentioned, but also, again, the ability to grow in confidence, knowing that whatever order volumes come through the door, you have the systems in your business and the handheld devices to manage that. This has seen some incredible results, not only with our existing customers, but as we bring new clients on board with us. So that's enough of talking about the devices. Now let's go and see what they can actually do. You now find us in our mock warehouse. We use this environment to not only train clients, but to train our staff also. Here you can see a selection of different style of trolleys. These are known as tote trolleys. We use these to pick multiple orders all at one go. You'll see they are barcoded on the side to allow for that separation and for the device to recognise that. Your sales orders will be in the OrderWise system, whether they've come from telephone and email orders or whether they've come from e-commerce. You've got two options. You can either manually assign orders to the device, or you can let the OrderWise pick rules functionality group orders together depending on preset rules and assign these orders as picks to your devices automatically. Again, cutting out human interaction with the system, allowing efficiency and improving automation. As we can see, the pick has been assigned to my device. I now start this pick and I simply follow the instructions telling me where to go, what to go and get, and how many. I simply scan that instruction back to the device. So off to B0408 in my case. I simply scan the bin, scan the item. At this stage, it now wants to know a tote that I'm placing this into, and this ensures that this order is separated from the other orders as part of this pick. In this case, we'll go for number 1. We'll confirm the quantity to ensure that I have picked the correct amount of items, and the device now moves us on to the next instruction. Here, we're going a logical route around the warehouse, stopping off at the different bins. B0405, scan the item, and at this point, another tote now wants to be entered. If I enter the same tote once more, I am simply not able to proceed. The system wants me to ensure that this item is now separated from the ones I picked previously for a different customer's order. I'll go ahead and scan a separate tote, confirm the quantity has been picked correctly, and now move on round to my next instruction. In a situation where we scan the wrong item, we can see how the device behaves with this. Although I got the correct bin, if I accidentally scan something not required, we can see here that the device just simply does not let us proceed. This is what stops mispicks in your business. Going ahead and scanning the correct item now asks me for my final tote, as this third customer order on my pick is done. And that's now completed the pick and automatically sent this back to the station, ready for the pack process to now begin. Now that we've completed the picking process, it's now over to packing. We've returned the totes to a station here where, using a PC, as well as a scanner, either wired or wireless to the computer, we go ahead and dispatch the orders from here. We first of all scan the tote. This tells OrderWise it is this tote and this order we're now packing. I've got my system set to scan every item inside that tote as an extra level of protection. Upon scanning the final item, OrderWise will do a few things at this point. The first of which is talk to the chosen courier and ask for a label to be generated via our courier integration. The next element is that, depending on what settings you have, a delivery note and an invoice can both be printed or emailed to the customer if required. I now have my paperwork, my labels and my goods packaged up, ready to go into the courier cage for collection. The system now returns itself back to the screen we were at a moment ago, where again the same process can take place of scanning a tote, scanning the contents inside that, and again, upon that being done, a courier label and the relevant paperwork is generated. When scaled up, this is how you're able to fulfill high volumes of orders, nice and quick, really automated, and accuracy drastically improved. Once you get comfortable with the system, you can scale the settings back to make things even quicker while still maintaining accuracy. Here, I've set my system to not require me to scan each item inside of the tote, and instead, upon scanning the tote itself, the system jumps straight ahead to now producing the paperwork for the courier label and the delivery note as before, again resulting in the order being fulfilled nice and quickly. Earlier we spoke about downtime and how these devices can help remove that. Using the variant inspection and the bin inspection, we're able to use this downtime to actually go around the warehouse and check everything is still in order and to have a bit of a tidy up. Using the device, I'm able to scan a bin and see the contents inside that bin without having to do a formal stock take or refer to the computer for that information. This allows me to visually inspect everything is looking in order and to report any discrepancies if required. Similar to a bin check, we're able to also check variants to see their positioning. Should for any reason we find an item that doesn't appear in a location that it should be, we can scan this item, the system will tell us where it's currently positioned in the business, and we can make a visual assessment whether everything is correct or not. These are just a small selection of the functions available on our handheld terminal. Please contact us for further information, to arrange a demonstration, or to visit us here at OrderWise and experience the handheld terminals firsthand in our warehouse environment. Thank you.